Oh, this is so weird. Hi guys, it's Square. I'm cubed. There's none of you there, but that's fine. That's my whole life right now. Why is my fucking camera doing that? Jesus. I've had a bad day. I've been sobbing like nonstop for the past 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever. And I have no friends. And I have no one to talk to. And it sucks. So I'm just gonna sit here in front of a live stream with nobody watching, and just talk. But I have makeup, so I'm not just sitting in front of y'all doing nothing, because I am a productive person. I'm also just a piece of shit. Oh, I gotta get something I totally forgot. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, ouch. No, not that. Yes, this. So you're not gonna see me take them on camera, but I have anti-anxiety medication because I have post-traumatic stress disorder. I'm like just so far down. Hold on. Shit. Oh no, I went the wrong way. Oh, that's better. So I'm gonna be doing my makeup on anti-anxiety meds, which I think is gonna be fucking hilarious, but also I might cry because my anti-anxiety meds make me hate myself. So I'm gonna take those real quick. And then we are gonna do this. There's no we. It's just me. It's because yeah. I don't know if y'all have ever had these, but they're good. Alright, 1 second. Blah. And of course I spilled it all over myself like a buffoon. So I don't have any music or anything that I can play. I'm thinking I might be able to just play like Rainy Mood in the background. I don't know if they have a copyright on that. Fuck it, we're just not gonna play anything. I don't actually care. What do all these buttons do? What does this one do? Hold on. That's too sad. It's a filter button, and one of the buttons was dance party, and that's just too sad for me right now. So, I got this neat little thing, and it holds all my stuff. That's all I have to say about that. So this is the So You've Been Crying, a makeup tutorial. Your face is probably going to be red. Get green stuff, put it on your face, so that people can't tell that you hate your life and that you're so alone and you have no one to talk to. We put this on to cover all that up. Just cover up your sins and your loneliness and all the things that make you broken. And just cover it. Just cover it all up. And be mean to your face, because it's the only way you can hate yourself legally. After you put green shit on your face to cancel out all the redness from all the crying that you've done, we're gonna take this shit. It's some skin tone color shit. my skin tone color shit is different than your skin tone color shit. But you know what? All skin tone colors are beautiful. Unless you're invisible. And then you don't have a skin tone color, which is scary. Don't be invisible. Or do be invisible and go get ice cream somewhere for me. Because how amazing would it be to just have ice cream delivered to you from an invisible person? I apply my shit directly from the bottle because I don't care. And I want to get an infection. And I love my acne. This literally is not working. On second thought, just pour it directly into your hands, like so. If it will. Are you serious? Is this my old bottle of foundation? Probably. This is my 2-year-old. Oh, that's not even true. This is my 5-year-old bottle of foundation. Damn it. Okay. Realize all of your shortcomings. And then get a something to help you put on your skin color shit. My shortcomings are that I don't plan ahead, and I don't have friends, and no one likes me. And I'm alone in this world. And sometimes the only thing that keeps me hanging on is the next Shane Dawson video. Shane Dawson, never stop making your videos cliffhangers. Because if you do, I might just get so bored and so sad. Literally, why? Oh my god. Okay. Let your skin tone color shit set upside down before trying to use it if it's 5 years old. If it's a fresh bottle of shit, put it on your face. The whole bottle, all of it. I'm about to give up. Is it like actually empty? Are you kidding me? Okay. Take a momentary pause to reevaluate your entire life while you get your second bottle of skin colored shit. This is such an exciting stream. While on your way to get more skin color shit, this is a slightly less old bottle of the same shade, which is not the right shade for me. Remind yourself that you're afraid of the dark, and you're doing this at 1 a.m. and you're afraid. But you're always afraid. So that's fine. And then we're just gonna cover up every little crack and crevice, because you don't want anyone to see that you're broken inside and outside, and that nothing is perfect about you, and that everything about you is wrong. We're just gonna, well, get in there. Can't have that. Oh, what is that? Insecurities? Oh, nope. Oh, what is this? Desperation and sadness? No, can't show any of that. Oh, wait. Oh no. What is this? Mental illness? No, we gotta fucking really cover that shit up. Nobody gonna know about that, huh? Not a soul. And then, also cover up your generic crow's feet and age marks. I don't know. I don't know shit about makeup. I'm just a beauty concierge. Don't forget, nothing about you is perfect, not even your neck. In fact, some may say it's an ostrich neck, and there's a problem with you. Those people are probably right. Leave it like this. because you just don't care. That's a lie. Lie to yourself constantly. And then get some water for your beauty blender. One moment while I get my beauty blender. And the aforementioned water for my dry ass damn beauty blender. Yeah. The water for your beauty blender should be cheap tap water placed inside a Fiji bottle. Why? Because sometimes when you're so pressed that you don't want to go on anymore, it's nice to feel like you've treated yourself without actually having done so. Let that bitch just soak up a little bit. We don't need a lot. And then you're just gonna beat the shit out of yourself because there's no one who hates you more than you. And we're gonna cover the lips too, because you know what? Nothing about you is good or perfect. And you have to be perfect for people to be your friend, apparently. Is it weird that I'm actually kind of mad that I did a bad job with my makeup? Even though this is just a dumb video that nobody's gonna watch. If you were watching this live stream live, you could answer that question live, but you're not, so you can't. So what are you gonna do about it? The answer is nothing. Wow, I used so much foundation. But you know what? That's fine. Because your bitch got a lot of problems. We're just gonna accentuate the fact that I haven't slept well in months. I'm just gonna accentuate that very much so, and accentuate those crow's feet too. Yeah, that's what we want. And then you're gonna realize that this foundation is way too pale for your face and way too yellow, and is in fact not the correct skin color shade for you. That fact does not matter to anybody but you. And then we're gonna wipe off the top of our Fiji bottle and take a sip. Delicious tap water. Get it in your homes, unless it's dangerous to drink. And then still. Now we're gonna do one of my favorite parts. I actually don't remember what comes next in my beauty routine. And even though this is just a parody, I feel that fact should worry me a little bit. I'm going to repurpose this used bottle for something else. I'm going to use this bottle for what it was meant for. All the stuff inside. I have to make sure not to get confused as to which bottle was which. I'm already confused. Convince yourself that you do your eyebrows next because, again, nothing is perfect about you. And you really want people to be able to see your eyebrows so that you can accentuate with them just how not perfect you are. Remember that in your little I've been crying so what kit that this part comes off, which is a nice touch. Also be sure that your I'm not perfect, let me accentuate that for you brow powder and gel are so old that you've not only hit pan, but turned it a completely different color. Don't bother cleaning your brushes. Nobody cares. They'll point out your imperfections anyways. Simply do whatever you like to your face. Even if it is model-esque and beautiful, nobody will care. Except you, and you'll hate it. and that'll be fun. Real talk for a second though, I can never do my brows the same way, so fuck it. Most people use an item called a spoolie. Realize that you have one of those, but don't know where it is, and feel bad for yourself. You deserve it. Yay. One brow done. Now go into the other brow, and remember, these are your accentuating that you're not perfect brows. And just do whatever you want. They don't even have to match. They're distant relatives. Some people have not so distant relatives in that they have unibrows, and honestly, those are pretty. I kind of wanted one growing up, but then someone pointed out that I had one, but my hair was just very fine. And then, when my imperfections were pointed out to me, I no longer loved those imperfections. Contemplate on this as you try to make your brow the same as the other one. Because even though you know it won't work, you really want it to. Give yourself a good, smug little smile. Slowly realize that you can't really see out of this eye. You can't really see out of either of your eyes. You're blind to the world. But the world can see you. Okay. Realize that you didn't do a bad job. But if anybody saw you, they would comment on how bad a job you did. Congratulate yourself. And be sure to set those mistakes with some powder. Because mistakes are forever and nothing is forgiven. Realize slowly that you don't know what to do next. And then figure out something to do. We'll do eyes. To really cover up the fact that you've been sobbing for 4 hours. You may ask yourself, why am I sobbing? And you should tell yourself, it's because you're not perfect and you make mistakes, and everyone hates you for those mistakes, including, and of utmost importance, yourself. Grab various brushes. It doesn't matter what they are. You're going to use every single one of them, including and not limited to this tiny pointless brush that you could emulate by simply poking yourself in the face. But because you hate yourself so much, you want to spend hundreds of dollars on brushes to torture yourself with. It may seem like self-care at first, but you know what's really going on. Throw everything you own on the floor while you look for proper brushes. This could have helped in the last step. Oh look, do you ever lay down on your bed in the middle of the night and wonder what you're doing with your life? Every night. Literally every night. You're not actually a failure though. You're doing something. You're laying down. You're relaxing. Or you could have taken a Xanax and are now doing a weird, somewhat realistic makeup tutorial on YouTube. In all seriousness though, like, you're not a failure. I mean, shit. Everybody fails at something. You just have to find what you like and what you're good at. Do you? I did my nails. Tangent. I did my nails and they're beautiful and I love them. Well, they are still imperfect. This is a brush that you bought because someone convinced you it's what you needed to do your makeup better. because your makeup was not perfect, just like you. But that's okay, because it was $3 and you had $3. Do you have $3 today? No. Today you're broke because you bought a $3 brush. This is not a brush to use. This is a brush to use. It's a brush that cost you like $10 that you bought simply because it looked pretty. And you just thought to yourself, man, that looks pretty. I aspire to be that brush. Maybe if I buy it, I'll turn into it. You're still waiting. The exact same thing happened with this one. They're twins. They're both useless. Like you. Oh, this just gets sadder and sadder. I don't really think that it's that we need those brushes. I just work in a cosmetics department and I have no self-control. Absolutely zero self-control. Honestly, I could probably do everything with this guy and be fine. But do I do that? No, because peer pressure. We buy things because of peer pressure. Okay. To really get this party started, we're gonna whip out this stuff. It's called the All Mistakes You Ever Make Will Exist Forever and You Have to Live With It eye primer. Because you know what happens when you make a mistake with this? It's on your face until you can wash it off. But you can't really wash off your mistakes. You've made them, and you know you've made them, and they're there, taunting and poking fun at you. And the only thing you can do is cover them up even more with more mistakes. Take your ring finger and beat the shit out of your eyeball. Because in 20 years, you don't want to be able to see what a mess you've become. You'll still be able to see what a mess you've become. Unless you do it hard enough, but I don't recommend that. Take your dirty, dirty brush. Is it true that their makeup is exclusively for males? I don't know if you're talking about NYX or if you're talking about e.l.f., but makeup is not exclusively for anybody. It's for anyone who wants to use it. It used to be a really professional brand, NYX did, but then somewhere along the line, it's just like, oh, now it's a drugstore brand. I'm like, I don't know when that happened, but it happened. Again, life is weird and things are meaningless. This is the Covering Up Our Mistakes palette. Enjoy. We're gonna go into 3 colors. It doesn't matter which 3. Actually, okay, for real though, makeup standpoint, it does actually matter. And actually, I think we're gonna use 4. So, something that was never explained to me, that should have been explained to me. You have a transition shade, which is a lighter shade that you do kind of everywhere to make blending better. You have a mid-tone, which can be like any of these really kind of deeper tones that you do on the inside to the middle of the lid. And then you have your deeper tones, which you do on like the outside and then in the crease. Am I good at doing that? No, I'm not. We're gonna find out. It's gonna be fun. You want to really so it's really weird. I get into a very you feel like you're taking a makeup 101 course. I get into a very like weird mode when I'm like, oh, but like for real, because I'm so used to being at work and explain. Okay, funny and literally hilarious. I just get so used to explaining makeup to people who don't really know makeup that well. So it's just this kind of setting I get into sometimes. Back to feeling sorry for myself. You really want to accentuate the fact that you have no friends and nowhere to go on a Thursday night at 2:35 a.m. So we're going to use a lot of glitter and shimmer for this look. And we're going to make many, many mistakes. I can already tell I've made many, many mistakes. That's fine. It's not. People will judge you, and you will feel bad about yourself. But that's okay. You can bottle all of that up and explode needlessly at people who don't deserve it later. What I'm using is an e.l.f. brush and the Profusion eye palette. If you came here for a serious makeup tutorial, I'm so sorry. That's not what this is. You're gonna have to give me some more, like, what is what? What color is it? Or do you want to know what I'm doing here? Because I don't know what I'm doing here. Does anyone? I don't think we do. But that's fine. Remind yourself that you need to clean your brushes, but you probably won't do it because, honestly, such a look. I mean, mood. Me too. Where do you find strangers to chat with? Because, I'm lonely. Which sounds really crappy because I do have a friend, but I go to them for too much sometimes, and I feel like I annoy them, so I avoid them because depression makes you do stupid, stupid things. Like do a makeup tutorial at 2:37 in the morning. Forget what you were doing in your makeup tutorial, by the way, because nothing matters. Well, 69 is a really fun number. I know what you're going for, but I'm also a math major, so get ready. 69 is a really fun number. It's really weird. There was some, like, theory or something on it. Oh, okay. There's a rapper whose name is 69. I don't know who that is. I don't listen to music a lot, except for what I have in my music playlist, which I've listened to, I think, over 5,000 times. But as for the actual number 69, it's dope. As for a rapper named 69, I might be into that, because I do actually like rap. Just, I don't listen to it a lot because I listen to the one song I really like until I don't like it anymore. And then I love myself for making me hate all of the music I own. We're now dipping into this lovely shade called As Black as My Soul and Nothing Matters. And we're just gonna fucking go for it because we've never done this before, but we're gonna act like we have. Actually, that's not true. I tried it the other day and it looked so shitty. So, wow. Yeah, that's so bad. That's fine. This is fine. Just roll with it. You meant to do that. This is a party look. Obviously, your best friend invited you somewhere and you wanted to go. You're not just gonna wipe this off as soon as the stream is over. Again, lying to yourself constantly is key. It is available at your local fantasy Costco, where all your dreams come true. Or if you look deep, deep inside of yourself, you can harvest it from the black hole that has become your heart. This got a lot sadder than I meant it to, but it's cheering me up. Is that weird? Like, I literally spent 4 hours sobbing because none of my friends like me anymore. And now I'm just fucking doing this shit, screwing around. And it's fun. I don't actually know what I'm doing. I just know I'm doing it wrong. Yeah, this is not gonna end well. That is very true. You can only find that in the depths of hell, under the couch next to the remote. This looks so weird for me. I'm not used to this at all. Whatsoever. Use multiple brushes for the same purpose because you can't figure your life out. Okay, I mean, I think we're saving it. That's a lie. Again, lying to yourself is key. And this shade is called The Friends I Really Need Right Now, but don't have. Oh boy, this is a disaster. And you know what's really funny? We didn't even use the transition shade that I said to use. So we're gonna use that now because, oh boy, fuck. Alright, this is fine. This is fine. This looks so bad. And I see we lost 2 lovely friends. That's okay. Nothing is forever. Except your mistakes. And everything you hate about yourself. We're gonna roll with this. Actually. Okay, this is the point where it started out as a parody, but now I'm like actually serious about it, and I'm mad that I can't get it perfect. But it's fine. Let's move on. The next part of our lovely little So You've Been Sobbing a makeup tutorial is the most important part. Liquid eyeliner. Doesn't matter what shade. You just want to make wings dramatic enough that you can fly away from everything that ails you. Note, you can never fly away from everything that ails you. Unless you moved to somewhere like Cabo. I don't even know where Cabo is. I just know it's like a fancy place people go to that I want to go to. But I'm poor, so. Remind yourself again that you can't really see out of this eye. And just wing it. Pun intentional. Oh, I hate you. Me at myself literally every day. There we go. Even more dramatic, actually, would be preferred. Realize that you got ink on yourself because you don't know how to live as a person. Realize you have nothing to clean it up with, so it's just gonna stay there for the remainder of tonight. Until you inevitably sit in the shower and cry in the morning. There we go. Drama. Oh, this looks so bad. That's fine. This is fine. I mean, yes. And then when you get out of the shower, if anyone's like, whoa, what's wrong? You can just be like, oh, I was just in a shower and it was just on my face. It's fine. Don't worry about it. And if those friends are anything like my friends, they won't worry about it. In fact, they won't talk to you for 6 months. Because they don't like you. Because you're a shitty, shitty person. Well, fuck that up. Again, this is life. Just mess up constantly and hopefully you'll get somewhere. I won't, but I'm sure you will. Remember to obsess over every little mistake you make. That's all important. Just constantly try to fix it. And then realize you can't fix it because mistakes are forever. Honestly, I'm not hating this. This started as a joke, and now I'm not actually mad. Sometimes you gotta be a little dark to find the light. Ooh. Oh my god, literally me. I am ugly and I'm proud. Do y'all see this fucking nose? I hate it. But you know what? It's the best damn nose on the planet. Except for my boyfriend's nose, who coincidentally looks like exactly like Adam Driver. Realize that you just fucked your whole life up. But it's fine. No one cares. They do. But you're telling yourself that no one cares because you don't want them to care because you don't care. But you do. Really dramatize that inner corner. It'll keep people from looking at how red your eyes are from having been crying. Wow, I literally can't get this right. Okay, there. You know what? We're just gonna go with that. That looks really terrible, but I don't care. That's another lie. I care so much. There's probably so many things that I'm doing wrong that I know how to do right, but just don't have the spoons to do right now. In particular, this hellish beast. I don't know. It's gonna look like that. I'm gonna put glasses on anyway, and we're not even going anywhere. We're just doing this for funsies. All right. Yay. Be sure to show off that lovely, like, turkey neck you have going. Because of all the things you thought you could handle, it was getting older, and whoops, no, you can't. Now we're going to take a lovely little waterproof inliner. This one is called I Hate My Life, Someone Please Help Me. And we're just going to do whatever we want with it. Which seems to be everyone's motto for how they treat you. Literally, yes, I'm going to wash this off before I go to bed. This was to make me feel better because I had a shitty day. I know, I'm insane. Trust me. I know. Now, I wish I had somewhere to go out to or someone to go out with, but yeah, literally every friend I've made in the past like year stopped talking to me 6 months ago. So I just like don't have any friends right now. Which sucks. Because some of those people were really, really good friends, and you know, I mean, it sucks a lot. But that's okay. Nobody can tell how much it sucks when your eyes look like this. That's a lie. If they got close enough, they could see you probably did this drunk in a back alley, using a mirror taped to the wall with bubble gum. Is it even considered tape at that point, though? Like, at that point, it's just literally bubble gum. Oh, wow. Oh. Ha ha ha. And now, so that you can convince yourself not to cry in public, we're going in with a mascara that's not waterproof. This one is called Cry Bitch, I Dare You. I am actually really a math major. I dropped out of school this semester because of personal problems, and I dropped out. Well, I didn't drop out of school entirely. I dropped out of my classes this semester because of like personal turmoil and stuff, because I've got really bad depression and PTSD. And I dropped out of my classes last semester because my brother passed away, and I just kind of lost my shit entirely. But yeah, I actually really love math. It's my favorite thing. Like, legit, if ever anyone needs help with a math problem, comment on a video and I will help you. Oh, also, while you're applying Cry Bitch, I Dare You, be sure to make a dumbass face in the mirror, because if you don't, it turns into a different shade called You Dumb Dumb Bitch. Which is also a good shade, honestly. It just gets everywhere. I don't know what's sad. The fact that I'm sad and depressed doing my makeup with nowhere to go, or the fact that I'm doing my makeup with nowhere to go and it's looking better than it usually looks and taking less time. Woo. Remind yourself, again, you can't see out of your left eye. Especially after you've been sobbing. Okay. Oh, really can't see. Something's in my eye. That's okay. This is life now. I love just the contrast between like how colorful everything here is, and then it's just white from here up. It's just all white. I'm a pasty bitch. Set that aside. How funny would it be if I just like reached down to get something and then all of a sudden it was just like, boop, stream over. I would laugh really hard and then cry because I don't have anyone. But now we're doing my favorite part, which is contouring. And for that, we're using the No Really Everything's Fine palette and my favorite shade, Seriously Everything's Fine, Ignore the Fact That I'm Crying. And you just want to go in so deep that nobody can even potentially say that you've been crying. You just want it to look so dramatic. Because if your cheekbones are dramatic, then nothing else is. I have. I'm actually in the process of finding a new one. The thing is, on that note of speaking to a therapist, a lot of my problems are caused by loneliness and solitude. And all of my friends have stopped talking to me because my PTSD has gotten worse in the months that they've stopped talking to me. Because it's exacerbated by loneliness and solitude. So, I'm trying to find a different therapist who might have another opinion on that, because, lots of things. It's kind of gotten, like, progressively worse and worse over the years. One of the main things is something called childhood emotional neglect. which, I mean, it makes sense for my life. You know, mom was always working, dad was always working. I was the youngest of 7 kids, and it's just really lonely growing up in a household where you know someone's supposed to love you, but you're not receiving that love. So just a lot of instances from my childhood. And then there's been a lot of death around me. My first year of college, the very first friend I ever made on campus, a year after we first spoke, she got hit by somebody who was texting and ran a red light and died almost immediately. And the shitty thing is they never caught the guy. We don't know to this day, you know, who hit her. And they've never come forward. Admittedly, I understand why they've never come forward. I wouldn't want to come forward too if I killed someone and realized I would go to jail. But it's kind of like that's the right thing to do when you do something like that. My second year of college, I was sexually assaulted, was pregnant, and then miscarried. My third year of college, my grandmother died. My fourth year of college, my brother died. So a lot of death, a lot of heartache. And I have really bad abandonment issues, which is part of the PTSD. And my therapist and I were talking, and a lot of these people's deaths in my life have been interpreted as abandonment. While I understand that's not necessarily true, and that's kind of stupid to interpret that as, I mean, unfortunately, I can't force my brain to think a way different than it's been thinking for years. So, it sucks. We're gonna try nose contouring because I've never done it before, and, nope, I already don't like it. Well, can't go back now because I don't own any makeup wipes or makeup remover. Actually, I don't think it's that bad. You know what? We'll roll with it. We'll roll with it. It's fine. It's me at my life on fire. But yeah, I don't know if y'all have ever seen anything on my channel. I have really bad depression and really bad PTSD. I actually recently, well, I say recently, about a few months ago, maybe 2 or 3 months ago, I got called to jury duty and I got lost in Dallas, and my anxiety was so bad that it triggered my PTSD, and I passed out for about 20 minutes in a parking garage, which is really scary. Yeah, I don't recommend that. That's literally the most terrifying thing. That is, well, one of the most terrifying things that ever happened to me. I'm so mad at how good this looks. I'm literally pissed. I'm so mad. Like, why? Why can't I look this good always? Oh well. Oh, this is another product we're using called As If My Face Wasn't Red Enough. It's just a lovely little blush palette. Or single, whatever the hell. I don't know anything about makeup. Force yourself to smile. That's the only way you'll be pretty. God, that was actually too real. Ooh, that hurt my soul. I'm always afraid that I'm gonna look like one of those people who doesn't know how to blend anything. Because I see those people almost on a daily basis, and I don't want to say anything to be rude, but at the same time, I'm like, child, someone has to help you. Like, our final step is this lovely little shimmery highlighter. Oh, that's almost like a spotlight, damn. And this is just a little ray of sunshine. Everyone needs a little ray of sunshine in their life. But especially you, because you cried for 4 hours. Jesus. Just go ahead and put that literally everywhere. Because you know what? You need it. Don't forget to put it everywhere it shouldn't go as well. Oh, man. But yeah. I'm a math major. I have various interests. Makeup is only one of them. I mean, okay, so it always gets really tough when you're comparing, like, mental illness versus anger issues, which could be construed as mental illness, but I'm not going to say you have a mental illness if you haven't been diagnosed with one or haven't self-diagnosed yourself with one. But that's the thing, like, comparatively, yeah, you know, one might seem worse than the other, one might, you know, whatever, but that doesn't make one any less shitty than the other, if that makes any sense. Like, yeah, it sucks. I've been through a lot, but there are people who have been through a lot more, and there are people who haven't been through anything at all. But life is still hard, and life can still suck for everybody. I have no idea where I put my glasses, and I literally can't see. Hold on. I found them. Oh, they're dirty. Wow. I've been crying a lot today. No, when you do it as a matter of me versus them or anything like that, it's always somebody's gonna look worse than the other person. Somebody's gonna be like, oh, well, your life was so much worse than mine, or etc. When it doesn't matter. A terrible life is a terrible life, no matter what it was, you know. It sucks, but it's true. Okay, these are as clean as that's getting. That's irritating. Never mind. I think I'm done. I need a lip thingy, though. Where's all my lip stuff? I don't know if y'all jumped in at the beginning of the stream or if you kind of jumped in a little bit after, but I took my anti-anxiety meds, so I'm a little, like, loopy right now. So yeah. I'm gonna find some lip stuff, and then I'm gonna wash all this off. Because I like to waste my own time. Because if I don't waste my time, who's gonna waste it for me? Nobody. That's who. Ugh. Woo. Haha. We found lip stuff. This lip product is called For All the People Who Will Never Let Me Kiss Them Again Because I Destroyed That Relationship in Hellfire. Woo. Ta-da. And just go ahead and overdraw those lips because, like every little problem in your life, you have to make it bigger. I hope this made more sense with the context that I have depression and PTSD, and this is supposed to be like a funny thing to cheer me up because I'm feeling shitty about myself. And I hope this wasn't taken as like a serious thing, like a serious makeup tutorial, because I don't know half of what I just put on my face or why. But I do know I want more of it. I mean, so it depends on the way you shut down. here's the thing though, like, yeah, it can always be worse, but it can also be better. So that's not really, it's not really a solution to say, oh, yeah, you're going through these problems, but it could be worse. It's like, yeah, I mean, I understand. I could, like, have a knife sticking out of my neck and be dying right now, and that would suck really bad. But also, what I'm going through sucks. It's kind of one of those things where people, like, give their sympathy, but it's, like, not real sympathy. And it kind of blows, like, a lot. But, I mean, I feel like that's just one of those things we say when we don't know what to say. Like, oh, I have PTSD and depression. Oh, well, it could be worse. It's like, yeah, of course it can. That's not what we're talking about right now, though. We're talking about how it is, not what it could be. But by the way, like, congrats to you for seeing a therapist. That's awesome. It took a lot of convincing for me to go see a therapist because I just have always been afraid of them. And I stopped seeing the one I was seeing, and I have to go see another one. I wanted to put more stuff on my face because I'm bored. Oh, but yeah, I don't know if either of you, two people watching, have ever seen my channel at all, or if this is just a funny little thing you happen to come across. But yeah, I talk about PTSD and depression pretty heavily on my channel, at least since I found out that I had PTSD. I talk about other things too, but, that's mostly the theme of my channel is I'm trying to fight myself, almost. Which sucks, because most of the time when you fight yourself, it's a losing battle. I know veterans have, like, the 22 a day, but it's always been, like, a little curiosity of mine how many people with, like, non-military, like, PTSD and stuff, how many of those people don't make it a day. That sounds really, really dark, and it is. I don't know. I just wish we put more emphasis on you don't have to be a veteran to have PTSD. You don't have to have seen combat to have PTSD. Friends of mine who are military who haven't seen combat have PTSD. And it's a scary thing. It's really scary. And it sucks. But what sucks even worse is when people don't believe you. There was, like, a solid month where I forgot who basically everybody in my life was. Like, I just couldn't remember them. And, when I finally, like, came back to who I was, they didn't believe me until I got an official diagnosis by a therapist who cost me hundreds of dollars to go see, that, yeah, I had PTSD, and it was PTSD related memory loss because my brain just couldn't deal. And it sucks. You know, some people should believe you, some people aren't going to believe you. I'm sure you could tell somebody, like, oh, I have anger issues, and they're not going to believe you until they see it for themselves, which is really, really crappy. It's really awful when people don't just take you at face value and believe you. It sucks. I don't really have anything else to say on that. Like, it sucks. Really bad. I'm cleaning up my little desk now because I'm tired of sitting at my desk. I don't know, though. I don't really want to end the stream. I don't know what else I could possibly show you guys, though. My face is done. I could wash it off and do it again, but I'm tired. But yeah, okay, so one of the weirdest things is, like, the most popular video on my channel is of me cleaning my room. talking about having PTSD and depression. It's so weird, and I didn't expect it to blow up. It's got like 8,000 views, and I'm like, every other video of mine has like 2. And it's super weird. I don't know why. I think just because there's not a lot of people who are so open about it, but like, I'll straight up just tell people I work with, like, oh, hey, yeah, this is my name. I got PTSD. This is, hello. This is my life. I mean, I think just a lot of people are scared of being judged. And I get that. Oh boy, do I get that. Do I get that a lot. And I don't really have advice for those people except don't be scared to tell people, like, yeah, I've got problems. But, you know, who doesn't have problems? Like, legit. Everybody's got something. Ugh. Aw. Hi, third person. We've been so lonely for so long. Okay, so I've never actually watched a live stream that wasn't like a Rick and Morty live stream or something like that. So I don't actually know if it tells y'all how many people are watching, but it tells me. And that does nothing for my confidence. That's a lie. 1 person is enough for me, honestly. 2 people is a blessing. 3 is... I don't know what's more than a blessing, honestly. Ugh. See, that's what I don't like. That's like one of the things that irritates me the most is like when I tell people, oh, I have depression and PTSD, thank God I don't get it as bad as some of my friends who are like schizophrenic, or there's another, it's like schizophrenia and something else. I think it's like schizophrenic and depressed or something that make this really weird combo. And like, yeah, I don't get looks nearly as bad as they do, which is awesome because I don't think I could handle that, but schizoaffective, that's the word. It still really sucks when you tell someone, oh, I've got depression and PTSD, and for a long time we thought that I was, bipolar depressive, or sorry, borderline personality disorder. We thought that that's what I had, and that's what a school psychiatrist had diagnosed me with. But then come to find out, it's just, it was PTSD-induced borderline personality disorder, which fell away fairly quickly once we recognized what it was and knew how to treat it. The unfortunate thing is now that I'm kind of really isolated from everybody who used to be in my support group, it's coming back like tenfold, which is the worst thing ever. But yeah, I was actually in group therapy for a little bit, and I don't mind calling myself crazy. Like, I know some of the things I do are batshit insane. Like, staying up till 3:14. By the way, it's pie time where I am. 3:14 a.m. Hell yeah. But yeah, I'm okay calling myself crazy. I'm okay recognizing that, yeah, I have mental illness, and sometimes it makes me do things I don't want to do, and sometimes it drives me just as crazy as it drives other people. But it's the worst when you tell someone, sorry, I have the hiccups. When you tell someone, I have this thing that I can't control that's literally a part of me and will always be a part of me, and then they just don't want anything to do with you, and you can just feel the judgment. It's terrible, and it sucks. And it's like, yeah, so what? I have PTSD. I also love to skateboard, and I love math, and I love makeup, and I love animating, and you name it. I'm a fully functional human being. I'm a fully formed, fully realized person who has other interests than just being depressed all the time. But at the same time, I am depressed all the time. That's depression. That's what it does. That's kind of like its main thing. But wow. Yeah, let's just fix that. I'm not a professional. My setup is about as good as a pop socket, because that's literally what it is. It's a pop socket on the back of my phone holding my phone up. They do. They really do make it seem like schizophrenic people are absolutely bonkers, crazy, whatever, etc. And I'm like, that's so not true. I mean, every now and then someone with schizophrenia may have a break, but I've known one of my friends for God knows how, like 10 years. And he's had schizophrenia. It really started to show itself a while back, like maybe 5 to 8 years ago. And he's never been violent, never had a huge break or anything. He's just like, yeah, it's like I'm exactly like a normal person, but sometimes I hear voices and see things that aren't there, which I don't really have a distinguish. Oh, it does. Okay, cool. I didn't know that. Because it tells me, but I didn't know if it told y'all. But yeah, what's really funny is I don't really distinguish between schizophrenia and PTSD, because when I'm in the middle of my PTSD shit, I see and hear things that aren't there too. Which sucks a lot. Sometimes I see and hear things that aren't there. Sometimes I have such a bad panic attack that I throw myself into a seizure. Sometimes I just faint in public and it sucks really bad, especially if you don't have anyone there with you. Just kind of like make sure that you're okay, which is why I want to get a service dog, but at the same time, I'm not really equipped to have a service dog right now. The house is too small and I've got 4 dogs anyway, so I tried to train one to be a service dog, but she's absolutely worthless at that. She loves people too much, which is sad to say, but service dogs kind of can't just like run up and be friends with everybody they meet. But yeah, I mean, schizophrenic people, they're literally just like everybody else. I mean, I know that sounds weird to say, but they're just like everybody else. They just have their little extra things about them. Honestly. I'm putting away all my stuff because I'm sleepy and I wonder, did I put that up already? I used to have a makeup cleansing kit in here so that I could just wash my makeup off whenever I wanted to. And I got rid of it. Well, it's in the other room, and I don't feel like getting up. Oh, boy. I'm, like, actually kind of sleepy. But my phone's on 42%, so that's good. I wonder what I look like without this light. Hold on. You know what? Honestly, that's not bad, and this thing is getting kind of hot, and I don't want to burn my house down, so we'll just deal with it. And we'll just, ooh, maybe I can kind of, ooh, wait. Aha! Oh, that's so stupid. But yeah. I only recently found out that I had PTSD. I want to say back in December is when I found out. And that was a shock to me. Because I was always like, oh yeah, I'm just borderline personality disorder, which those two things appear in very different ways. Borderline personality disorder is just kind of always with you. PTSD is kind of situational. So what I wasn't realizing was whenever I would have my breakdowns, it would be situational and not just, oh, this is always how this is. I don't know. Mental illnesses are shitty and they work in really weird ways. So that's fun. but I don't know. I have a lot of dumb triggers too. Like, oh my god. Really stupid ones. So before my brother died, I had planned on for Christmas giving him a Breaking Bad like apron from whatever the chicken shack place is in that show. I never watched Breaking Bad. I just couldn't get into it when it was on TV. But now, like, every time I pick it up, it makes me cry, and I've tried giving it away to people, and whenever it's not in my possession, I just have a full-blown panic attack until it's back, which is a really dumb thing. It's like, oh, it's just an apron. Why do you care about it that much? Well, I don't, but it's what it means to me that matters. Lots of dumb things. Just really stupid things. But that's mental illness for you. Oh, oh my goodness. Y'all want to know something sad? This is the most successful live stream I've ever done. Oh, a grand total of like 2 people consistently watching. Good job. I still have that shit on my thumb. Wow. Well, it's not coming off. That's fine. But yeah. I think really the key for like mental illness acceptance is to just really work hard on speaking up for people who can't speak for themselves, or like correcting people when they have like assumptions that are incorrect. Oh, you know what I could do on camera is redo my undercut, because I've wanted to do that for weeks. This might actually happen. I need a hair clip. Oh, actually, maybe I don't need a hair clip. Let's see. This might be a terrible idea. Whoop. Oh my god. That's a look. It's not a good one, but it is one. Shit, no, I don't think I can do that. Let me get my little razor friend. Ugh. I've been meaning to redo my undercut literally for months, and I just... Yeah, that's not working. Oh, fuck. Oh, well. I've been meaning to redo my undercut for months, and I just haven't had the time, and the person who used to do it for me was one of those friends, aforementioned, who stopped speaking to me 6 months ago, so I'm like, ooh, what do I do? But my hair also used to be blue, which I do miss, and I think I'm gonna go back to. But yeah. I don't know. Anything else y'all want to talk about? I'm such a good YouTuber. I'm just forcing all of the content creation onto you guys and making it worth my while. But I think that's probably it. I'm still probably gonna be awake for the next like 3 hours. Because sleep is for the weak, and I'm very weak. But yeah, this was fun. We should do this more often. Legit though, if you want this conversation to continue, I don't know how soon the live stream gets posted as to when it was made, because I've only done one before and it got deleted because someone complained about it because I curse a lot, because I do. Like, I do. It makes me feel nice and good and warm inside. But feel free to comment on any video. I'm usually pretty vocal under them all. And, I'm gonna go to sleep now. I'm not even gonna bother washing all this off. I deserve the acne. That's a lie. I should wash all this off. I do deserve the acne, though. Anyways, you guys, it was fun chilling with you for a little bit. I don't actually know how to end the live stream. I don't know what button to push, so let's find out. Also, look at that lovely close-up of my face. Ooh, run away while you can. No. That's oh, you know what? Just for funsies. Just for fun. This is so dumb. Oh, shit. Wait, how do I get that back down? Okay. Oh, don't even worry about it, my dude. I'm actually about to hop off here. I just picked a filter. It was fun. I'm about to hop off here and go to bed because it is late. But, I mean, unless there's anything else you want to know about me, I mean, go for it. Is that fixed? Oh, God, I don't know how to do this. I mean, hit me with your best shot, my dude. I'm an open book. Sometimes. Sometimes I'm like a secret book that you have to have all the keys to open. Oh my God, you know what's funny is like now, after I've already had my breakdown, is when all of the people are messaging me back. It's like, I needed you 2 hours ago. Now I'm doing something. But I think that's just how life works. Which sucks. A lot of things suck. But a lot of things don't. So, oh my God, one of the weirdest things ever. Because Google Analytics like tells you where your videos like are as far as playlists and stuff go. One of my videos was in a very specific playlist for, I think it was like girl in pajamas yawning or something like that. And I was just like, what the ever-loving fuck? But it was pretty funny. I was like, wow, I gotta give them some props for that. That's pretty dedicated. That's pretty dedicated. I wanted to, oh, let me fix that. That might be better. I think y'all can see me a little better. Can we focus? There we go. I wanted to see what video of mine they put in there because I'm a yawny baby. I yawn all the damn time. But I couldn't find it. There were so many damn videos that I couldn't find it. So I was like, oh, well, shit. I guess I just won't know which video I yawned in that they liked. I'm still trying to find my niche market for content. That's a lot. I mean, if the YouTube thing happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I'm not bothered by it because, if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. But if it is, then it is. Oh, okay. Well, actually, it's really not that painful. It's really weird, actually. The person who did it, we actually talk, like, we're on good terms now. Like, such good terms that I was really, really drunk at a bar once and called him drunkenly and asked him to come pick me up, and he did, and he was really nice and really sweet, and nothing happened. So regarding the night of the sexual assault, which, oh no, I'll get demonetized. Joke's on you, YouTube. I'm not monetized to begin with. So I was driving home from work. At the time, I was working at a buffet style restaurant. I was driving home from work, and when I got back into the city I live in, I noticed somebody had been driving behind me on the highway for a while. And I took this really awkward, weird way to get home because I'm always really scared someone's gonna follow me home. I had every reason to be scared that night because this car was actually following me home. And it was terrifying. Sorry, alarm that goes off at 3:30 in the morning to tell me to go to sleep. But I'm back. So I was driving home and this like truck thing was driving behind me, and I was really freaked out. So I drove past the police station, and I started like honking my horn like crazy, trying to get this guy to realize like, hey, I'm serious, leave me alone. And he eventually drove away. Well, I still wasn't feeling safe, so I called my friend, a guy that I had previously slept with, but we were just friends at the time that I called him. And I was just like, can you stay with me? Can you stay the night with me? I'm scared, and I'm not okay, and I don't feel safe. And he did. And at some point in the middle of the night, he just decided that it was okay. And for the most part, it doesn't really affect me anymore. But it's really weird. Like, if I'm laying down, I don't like people whispering in my ear because that's something that he did. And it just kind of like fucked me up for a little while. And what's really funny is I actually called him out the next day over text, when he left. I was like, hey, you know what you just did, right? And he was like, what? I don't understand. And I was like, well, I used the big scary R word. And he was like, oh, no, that's not possible, blah, blah, blah. Oh, no, no, no. No, my boyfriend's somebody totally different. This guy's just kind of, I don't know, like, we're chill. We're pretty good friends. The only thing is, it's like one of those, he works a lot and I don't work a lot. So I feel a lot of isolation just from our schedules not matching. So I have to remind myself, like, he is actually my friend and we do actually talk. It's just not as much as I want. But no, I actually called him out the next day on it, and I was like, hey, that's what you just did. I have the hiccups so bad right now. Oh my god. But I called him out. I was like, hey, this is what you just did. It was not right. It's not okay. Don't ever do this to somebody again. And I told him, I'm not gonna file a police report or anything. I don't care about that. I don't want to mess with that. I don't want to, like, fuck up your life because you are an idiot for a night. But I told him, I was like, I swear to God, if you ever do this again, I will not hesitate. So he never did it again. He is in a little bit of trouble with the law right now because possession, charges, but I mean, I'm okay that it's that and not something else, But yeah, it was actually really weird. So that happened a year later, a year after it happened. I tried to, like, rekindle the relationship and be friends with him, but it didn't work because I was still so afraid. And then just drunkenly one night, again at the same bar, I called him and I was like, you know what? I was gonna call you to yell at you and just scream at you and let go of all my frustrations with you. But honestly, let's just go get coffee. And we hung out. We didn't go and get coffee. We got coffee at his house because I don't drink coffee, so I had a hot cocoa. We hung out for like almost 12 hours and caught up, and it was so good and refreshing and amazing. And it was one of the best things ever, honestly. Now that being said, like, I don't imagine that anybody, I don't recommend forgiving those people in the way such as I did. And honestly, I'm not endorsing, 100% forgive them. They've done nothing wrong. But I was just so tired of being angry at this person, and I was so alone, that I was like, you know what? It can't hurt any more than I already do. And it actually turned out to be something kind of good for me. So, I don't know. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy how that works. But, yeah, that's that story. I mean, it's nothing too intense. It's nothing too scary. But it is part of, like, what has made me a little bit. Oh my god. I am so tired. I have a cake I'm gonna get and I'm gonna eat it. Oh, ouch. Aha. Oh no, it turned over and it melted. Oh well. Alright, well, this has been going on for an hour and a half. And it seems like everyone has skedoodled on to bed. So I'm just going to enjoy this cake just in case anyone comes back. But until then, this is so weird. I'm eating chocolate cake from Target in a full face of makeup, talking to a stream. I don't honestly know the name of them. It's like, shit, it's not Vicodin. It's, it's not Vicodin. Vicodin is for pain. It's like Xanax, but it's like the generic of Xanax. And then I was on Prozac for the depression, but the Prozac was making me worse. So I'm still trying to find something that I'm able to take. Also, like, this cake is so good, though. Damn. But yeah, I'm currently not really on anything unless I need it. But the like fake Xanax, it's not a fake Xanax, it's like real generic Xanax, but I call it fake Xanax. Does help, but only if I know to take it in time. Because if I take it in the middle of a breakdown, it's like all this adrenaline is stopping it from working. Which sucks. I'm just gonna eat this like a sandwich. But that's why I want a service dog too. Is so that I know when it's about to happen. Because sometimes when my anxiety and my PTSD and stuff causes a breakdown, it's like I completely blank. I'm not really, like, in control anymore. That's why I want a service dog, so it can, like, help me get out of my own head enough to fix things. So, that's a really good question. For veterans, you visit a .org, and you talk to them, consult with them, and they put you on a waiting list. For someone who's not a veteran, there's not a whole lot of help out there. I was actually talking to a guest who came into my job a while back who had a service dog. And I was asking her, I was like, okay, this is a weird question, but how did you get your service dog? Because I've been trying to get one and I don't understand what to do. And she said, literally, you just have to go to a shelter, find a dog you bond with who's very calm, who's about 2 years old, which is an adult dog. And you're going to have to train him. You're going to have to put in the work. And I was like, okay. I knew it wasn't going to be easy, but I hoped it would have been. You don't have to get them licensed or anything. There's no service dog registration or anything like that. And in fact, anybody who has like a service dog registration card or something like that, a lot of those people have a fake service dog, which make it really hard for the people who have real service dogs. And just that, so there's only 2 questions a business can ask if you bring an animal into their store that is presumably a service dog. They can ask, is this animal a service dog? What service is it trained to perform? So yes and no. It does have to be a very calm, mild-mannered dog. Service dogs cannot show aggression whatsoever. They cannot be like, they can't be like food aggressive. They can't be other dogs. I took a bite while the camera fucked up. So yeah, service dogs can't be like aggressive or anything. If you go into a store and somebody's like has a dog and they claim it's a service dog, but this dog is like barking at everything, it's not a service dog. Or at least it's not the right mannerism to be a service dog. And there are some times, you know, you don't really know if it's a service dog until you get it and you try to train it. Then you find out, you know, oh, this is why it can't be a service dog. So, it kind of depends on the dog and the owner and who's training it and how they're training. Ooh. My goodness. Oh, my throat is so dry. Probably from all this talking. But yeah. That's service dog stuff. It's really weird. Like, some people are like, I wish there was a registry so that I could prove my service dog is a real dog, a real service dog. But then some people are like, no, if there's a registry, that's going to be even harder for us. And I see points from both sides. Like, I understand both sides. So here's the thing. When I'm feeling lonely, I try to reach out to people, but I don't have a lot of people willing to respond to me right now. So, I play a lot of video games. Things like The Sims and stuff like that, where it's kind of in my control. Mostly, I would play like an MMORPG or something if I was any good at them, but I'm not. I do reach out to my boyfriend occasionally when I'm lonely, or reach out to my other friend when I'm really lonely and I'm just like, hey, can we hang out and go shopping or something? Can we just go to a store, hang out at Walmart, do anything, and have fun? Or there's a park by my house that I really enjoy, and I'll just go by myself. That's actually why I started learning how to skateboard, is so I would have something to do to put all this energy towards. Which is fine when it's daytime and it's not dangerous to be out. But in the nighttime, you know, it's kind of hard. And tonight, what I did was I reached out to everybody in my Facebook contacts and everyone on my phone, and I just waited for people to respond to me, which unfortunately they didn't. So, I don't know. Put that energy towards something else. Learn a new skill that, you know, might make you feel better to have learned. But yeah. I am legit gonna go get some makeup wipes though, because my face is like so tired right now. Oh my god. But I'll be back. It's dark out there. Honestly, I want to say like 20. Around 20. Like somewhere between 18 and 24. Of course now I'm getting a few back, but you know, it's kind of like, oh, I needed you like 2 hours ago and I don't really need you anymore, but we can still talk kind of thing. But it's always really awkward. Because I'm always afraid that I'm reaching out way too much, which isn't always the case. But we'll see. I mean, who knows? Oof. Okay. I'm back. I don't know if anything was left while I was gone. Okay, cool. But yeah, I sent around like 20. I didn't really get a whole lot back. I don't know. It was kind of like while I was mid-breakdown, and I was just like, I need someone to respond to me before I lose it and maybe do something I don't want to do. Because that does happen a lot too when I'm like in the middle of my PTSD shit. It's like, oh, have a seizure or feel the need to hurt myself in ways I don't want to. Just to kind of snap myself back to reality. Wow. Oh, shit. Yeah, let's take all that off and remind ourselves that we've been upset and crying today. What a difference. So I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, not a single day goes by that I don't think about it at least once. Are they ever really, like, serious plans or thoughts or anything? Not all the time. But sometimes. But, I mean, wow, that just looks so glamorous. They're not always very serious thoughts, but sometimes they can be. And it's those sometimes when it gets really hard and when I really need someone. You know, which sounds desperate and needy and crappy and awful, but, you know, I used to have a support group who didn't mind being there for me, so I don't see why me having PTSD should change that. Mind you, me having the diagnosis for PTSD, not having it, because I've always had it. Also, geez, what a difference foundation and stuff makes. Oh. Also, that cake was my dinner. I'm actually off, which is awesome. Because I don't usually get a Friday off. But yeah, I mean, anytime you want to chat. I actually have, an Instagram. I think it's linked on my, shameless self-promo. I think it's linked somewhere on my YouTube channel. It might be easier to reach me there. But like I said, I typically do see, the comments and stuff left on my videos, too. Although I may have to say deuces because it is like almost 4 a.m. and I don't really sleep well anymore. That's what I wish I could have is something for sleep. But at the same time, every time I take something to sleep well, it knocks me out for a whole day. So we'll see. Jeez, what a difference foundation makes. I guess that's really just a geez, what a difference makeup makes, because it makes a huge difference sometimes. By the way, if you don't mind me asking, are you in the US? Because you're in a different time zone than me. Oh, thank you. I enjoyed talking to you too. It was kind of fun and informative. And I probably will. Mostly, I'll probably do more live streams, mostly because I do not own a computer right now that can handle editing at any capacity. So, I might just do weird, kooky live streams, for a bit. In California. Oh, that's so funny. One of my friends, who I call him Delta, moved out to California for a job and a girl. And it's so weird. I'm still trying to get used to the time zones because I'll call him and it'll be like 4 p.m. here and he'll answer and he'll be like, I was just going to bed. What do you want? I'm like, oh, well, shit. I just woke up. So, that's pretty cool. I've actually, been to California. I was in LA once, for a field trip. I was technically in a cult. But more on that later. I have to have some stories to share. Ooh. Okay. Well, that was a very fun, absolutely useless makeup tutorial to hide the fact that you've been crying. And it was almost 2 hours long. Honestly, it's like... wow. Almost feature movie length film. Ooh, let's get that lighting back. I mean, for real. You know what? I'll probably save it. So here's the thing. I don't know if I want to, like, do a short live stream every day or just do a really long one every week. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I'm probably leaning more towards a really long one once a week because I'm off Tuesday, Wednesdays, and sometimes Fridays. But we'll see. Yeah, go for it. Because I've never done this before with an audience. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. No, I'm 100% expecting that. Oh my gosh, though. I want to turn that into like a funny, like, pun joke. Like if they ask me to flash, bring out my, it's not a ring light. It's like one of those old studio lights where if it detects a light, it flashes for you. I think that would be hilarious. But also, I'm 12, so... I'm not actually 12, by the way. That's a joke that runs in my family. It's the whole I act childish thing. So, yeah. But no, creeps exist and they're grody. Ew. Like my dirty, gross makeup water. Oh. I feel only moderately refreshed. from having washed my face. Oh, I missed what that last one said. Oh, yeah. But I mean, honestly, I could have those people join and then just be like, haha, you're weird and creepy and you joined this. But yeah, I've gotten a few weird people like that. Just in my regular videos sometimes. I'm like, what is your problem? Like, who raised you? Clearly not me. Because I am not of age to be a mother. Mood. I imagine that's so they, like, get seen by more people. Or are more interesting. That's kind of what I wanted to do with this one, was name it something funny. But I actually don't know if the full title showed up. Like, I don't know what the character count is for where the title cuts off. But yeah, I can probably just figure that out by doing a few, like, fun little fake live streams or something by myself. I should also probably utilize my, Instagram better. Because I didn't realize until halfway through the stream that you can share the stream. Because I'm stupid. Oh, yeah, no, that's actually, I watch, Jenna Marbles, I think. And they're always talking about how, like, a lot of people have put her in, like, fucking, like, YouTubers' feet is, like, a whole wiki page. I'm just like, I'm not about that life. I'm not about that life. It's already weird enough that one of my videos is in a girl yawning compilation. I'm not Gucci with that. Ugh. I keep having to tell my computer to postpone restarting. Even though it literally already restarted, I don't know why it wants to do it again. I do also want to be able to play, like, non-copyright music or something like that, when I do streams, but literally tonight it was just like a... Oh, that's rude. That's actually really shitty and mean. Don't falsely report people on a stream. Although, to be fair, it does look like I'm naked. I'm wearing a shirt. It's just tiny. It's not actually tiny. It's just weird shaped. But I actually did not even think about that. I was like, oh yeah, this is totally normal. And then I was like, oh wait, like, you cannot tell. It's the same shade as me. But, you know. No, it's not. It's just... So it's one of those things that's supposed to be, like an undershirt, like you wear with a house jacket or something. I forget what those things are called. But no, it's not. I've actually had this thing for literally years. Honestly, I was considering wearing... I have a unicorn little jumpsuit. Can you even see it from here? No, because I have it hidden. But I have a unicorn jumpsuit, and I was like, I'm just going to wear that. But I'm in Texas, and it's like 100 degrees outside right now. And I'm not down for that. I'm dying already. Oof. Yeah, for sure. And thank you for watching and subscribing. That was actually really awesome of you. You didn't have to. And thanks for hanging around with me while I broke myself out of my sadness. I am gonna get off here and promptly fall asleep on the floor. That's a lie. I'm gonna sleep in my bed. It just has stuff on it. But legit, anytime you want to talk, comment on a video and I'll holla at you, because that's me. Have a good night. Thank you for watching. Mwah, stay cool, stay cute. That's the thing I do at the end of all my videos. I don't know, it's a habit. I also don't know how to end the live stream, so let's hope it's this button. Peace!